Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Emily. She lived in a small village at the edge of a great forest. Emily was a very curious girl who loved exploring and going on adventures. One day, Emily decided to venture into the forest to see what she could find. As she walked deeper and deeper into the forest, she came across a small clearing. In the center of the clearing, there was an old, twisted tree with gnarled roots and branches. Emily felt drawn to the tree, and she walked closer to it. As she approached, she noticed that there was a small door carved into the trunk of the tree. Emily hesitated for a moment, but her curiosity got the better of her, and she pushed open the door. Inside, Emily found a narrow staircase that spiraled up into the tree. Without hesitation, she began to climb the stairs. As she climbed higher and higher, the air grew cooler and the light grew dimmer. Finally, Emily reached the top of the staircase, and she emerged into a large, round room. In the center of the room, there was a soft, fluffy bed with a quilt made of the finest silk. Emily was tired from her long climb, so she climbed into the bed and pulled the quilt up to her chin. As she lay in the bed, she noticed that the room was filled with the soft glow of moonlight. She felt a sense of calm wash over her, and she closed her eyes. As she drifted off to sleep, Emily heard a soft, melodic voice singing a lullaby. The voice was so soothing that she fell into a deep and peaceful slumber. Emily slept soundly for what felt like hours, and when she woke up, she felt rested and refreshed. She climbed down the stairs and out of the tree, feeling grateful for the restful night's sleep she had experienced. From that day forward, Emily would often visit the tree when she needed to rest and recharge. Each time she climbed up to the top of the tree and crawled into the soft, warm bed, she would hear the gentle voice singing her to sleep. And so, Emily lived a long and happy life, never forgetting the magic of the twisted tree in the forest. As Emily grew older, she became known throughout the village as a wise and kind woman. Many people would seek her advice and guidance, and she would always listen patiently and offer words of comfort and wisdom. Despite her many responsibilities, Emily never forgot the peace she had found in the twisted tree. Whenever she felt overwhelmed or burdened by the weight of her responsibilities, she would slip away into the forest and climb up to the top of the tree. Each time she visited, the voice singing the lullaby was there to soothe her and help her drift off into a restful sleep. And each time she awoke, she felt renewed and ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Years passed, and Emily grew old. Her hair turned gray, and her hands grew wrinkled. But she never lost her sense of wonder and adventure. One day, as she was wandering through the forest, she came across a young girl who reminded her of herself when she was young. The girl was timid and hesitant, afraid to explore the world around her. Emily recognized the fear in the girl's eyes, and she took her by the hand. "Come with me," she said. "I want to show you something." Together, they walked through the forest until they reached the twisted tree. Emily led the girl up the narrow staircase and into the round room at the top of the tree. "Close your eyes," Emily said, "and listen." The voice singing the lullaby filled the room, and the young girl felt her fears begin to melt away. She climbed into the soft, warm bed, and Emily tucked her in. As the girl fell asleep, Emily sat beside her and watched over her, feeling a sense of peace and contentment. She knew that the magic of the twisted tree had the power to soothe even the most troubled soul. And so, Emily spent the rest of her days sharing the magic of the twisted tree with those around her. She became known as the keeper of the tree, and people would come from far and wide to seek her out and find solace in the tree's embrace. When Emily passed away, she was laid to rest beneath the twisted tree. And even now, many years later, the tree still stands, its roots and branches reaching out to embrace those who seek comfort and rest within its walls.